I decided I'm going to do a little motorcycle safety video this morning, just to give people a few tips, because I see a lot of stupid imbeciles out there that are on the verge of death every day. And you read in the papers in the summer, there's always people getting killed on these things, so I figured I'd help people out a little bit. Number one, you want to keep a clean motorcycle. That way you're inspecting it. You can see if you got any fluid leaks. You can see if you've got debris plugging up your radiator. You can see if you have objects that have penetrated your tires. Your tires are your life, so you want to inspect them. Screws are especially bad, and if you get a hole in one of these radials, replace the whole tire, because they go through heat cool cycles. Are quite extreme. Patches and plugs are not acceptable on these tires. You can use them in an emergency to get you home, but then just replace the whole tire. I know it can be expensive, but what's your life worth? Just look over the entire machine. Make sure you don't have any fluid leaks. Fuel leaks are especially dangerous. You want to maintain it. Make sure you got good brake pads. And by cleaning it, you can inspect it. Now another oh yeah, air pressure. See that little pump? That's what I use, and then I've got a good gauge. Now these are Bridgestones. They say 42 psi. I usually air them up to about 38 if I'm riding solo. But check your air pressure, because these things lose air pressure quickly, and the less air pressure you have, the more friction and heat you're going to generate, and that's not good. You want to run them at the recommended air pressure. So just take the time and check them out once a week, once every couple weeks. Another thing I see people doing is not dressing for the game. Get yourself a good helmet. Don't buy a Chinese helmet made by Hungwell in some sweatshop. You know, he's a political prisoner and he's in there. He doesn't care about your safety. Buy from a reputable, good company. If you can afford it, buy an Arai. Those are the best. This is a Shui. This is a really good helmet made in Japan. It's a Snell certified. Buy a Snell certified helmet, okay? They're really good. Get yourself a good shield. You see this shield? Made in the USA. And it'll protect you from a lot of debris coming up. Not everything, but a lot of it. If you're on the freeway, there's projectiles all around on the freeway. I got hit last week right here by a rock or something. Probably came off a semi-truck, and boy, it made a bang. I thought somebody shot me. I thought somebody took a shot at me. Probably would have killed me on the motorcycle, regardless of how much gear I had on. So be careful, and wear protective gear. Gloves are really important. Your hands are going to be the first thing to hit the ground. Buy some good gloves. If you can do it, wear leather, okay? I like this textile stuff too. It's got leather where you're going to impact, and the shoulders here got pads on it, and it's quite comfortable. This stuff, Cordura or whatever it is, some kind of braided nylon, will hold up a lot better than cotton. It's not ideal. This is ideal. You want thick leather. Also, don't buy black leather. You're just going to get hot sitting in the sun. They have these white leathers out. Buy white leather. It just makes sense. People can see you better, and they still look cool. I mean, all this black leather stuff, give me a break. I got black leather jackets too, but I never wear them. I always wear this white stuff. Boots, get some good boots. These are Alpine Stars. These are made in Bosnia, and they're very protective, and they're not going to fly off your feet. When you crash, if you're wearing tennis shoes, there's a good chance they're just going to fly off your feet. And believe me, I've had a few mishaps on motorcycles, and I got the scars to prove it. Get yourself some good boots with zippers on them. No laces. You don't want laces, and I'll show you why right now. I've seen this happen several times. People come up to an intersection, they have shoes with laces on, and watch what happens. You come down, and that lace gets in there, and boom, your foot's not going down. So guess what? You go down. Another thing, this is a main thing. Don't follow cars too close. I see squids doing that all the time. Stay way back from cars in front of you, especially trucks. A car will stop faster than you. It will, believe me. They have analog brakes. They have way bigger contact patch. They've got a computer controlling their stopping. They can stop faster than a motorcycle. If you look at stopping distances on cars, they're much shorter than a motorcycle. And you've got to have your reaction time to even react. If you're going 60 or 70 miles an hour, your reaction time is lots and lots of feet. And I'm not going to get into the technicalities of it, because most people that ride motorcycles, especially sports bikes, are not rocket scientists. They're kind of like guitar players. But anyway, stay back, way back. You can use the 3-second rule if you want. That's a little extreme, but I would stay back, 10 car lengths, something like that. Enough time to where you can react and stop. Because if a paper bag blows out in front of somebody on the freeway, that car might just jam their brakes on, and they don't look in their rearview mirror because they really don't care about whether you're gonna be smeared all over their bumper. Don't get behind trucks. Semi trucks are horrible. You got all those tires full of rocks and gravel and nails, and they'll fling that crap back at you. Don't get anywhere near a truck. Stay away from them on the freeway. Just get as far away from them. Pass them up, get them in your rear view mirror. Do not follow behind them, especially can haulers, those guys that work at the port. Oh my God, those trucks are so beat up because those guys don't make any money. They don't maintain their stuff. It's all retreads and held together with coat hangers. Stay away from trucks. Don't go into corners too fast. If you go into a corner too fast, that's one of the leading causes. It's called failure to negotiate. Okay? Don't fail to negotiate. Slow down before you get to the corner. You don't want to use your brakes in the corner. You don't want to chop your throttle off in the corner. You should hold an even throttle through a corner, or give it a little bit of acceleration is fine too. Just know your limits. If you're just starting out, take your time and don't exceed your skill level. And these are just things that I see as I'm going around. So there's a few quick tips for everybody that's interested. And oh yeah, emergency braking. Practice your emergency braking. This is all your braking force. That's about 70% of your braking force. Okay, back here is about 20. Practice emergency braking and squeeze it. Don't jerk on it. Grab it and pull it back. Squeeze it. Squeeze, gradually increasing the pressure. And you'd be surprised that with a little practice you can really stop one of these things pretty good with these brakes and these tires they have on them nowadays. Now this is a 20-year-old machine here, but the newer ones even have better brakes. Some of them have analog brakes. So take some time and practice emergency braking. Make sure there's nobody behind you. Just find some remote place and practice that. Squeeze. Not this. Squeeze. There you go. Just like you're squeezing a trigger on a gun. Okay, I know everybody wants to hear what this thing sounds like, so I'm going to fire it up if I can find my keys. This is a 20-year-old bike this year. And as you can see, I've never tipped it over, although I've done that with plenty of other motorcycles. 1998. But at any rate, if you're new to motorcycling, listen to what I tell you. Might save your life.